Hey YouTube and all the pyros out there, this is the time of year again. 2017 Firework stash. So far this is our cakes. We've got a few more this year than we had last year. So let's start off right here. We have 4 Smoking Aces. 3 of them are the certified big black label, and 1's the big. I believe they're all the same thing, just a different wrapper. After that, the one thing we always have to have, the real Chronic from Big. I have not tried the Motor City one ever. I like the real one. Then we go to Hit the Road Jack. We have 6 of those. Then another one. I like this cake. This is huge and it's great. 3 Wishes from Pro Fireworks. Works great. Triple Crown. We have 4 of those. This one I only got 2 and I don't know why I didn't get more. I love this cake. This is great effects. That's the Black Hole Sun from Big. You cannot go wrong with that one. This one's new this year. The great one from Certified Black Label, picked that up at Pro Fireworks. Don't know what it is yet. It's like a 63 shotter, so it should be interesting. We'll take a look at it. Then we have some huge cakes. These things are big. They're about a 2.5-inch shell. It's only 8 shot. It's Neon Genesis. I have 4 of those. Those even come in, they're wrapped, they're basically not a cardboard or a paper ball, they're plastic. So they're a lot bigger. Then we come over to the one we use every year, Crimson Rage, Pure Intensity. I always get those 2. I always set the Pure Intensity and the Crimson Rage off at the same time. One's a very bright white, the other one's a nice red. They look great together. Then we have 2 Sharpshooters. This one I haven't done yet, but I think it's probably going to be pretty good. 2 Kill Shot. Then we'll go over here. We have 4 Highfalutin. That's a good long duration cake. It's not a really big cake, but it runs for a while and it's pretty good. Then we have 4 Endgame from Big. I think we did this one last year. It was okay. It's not great, but it's a good cake. Then we have a new one this year. Epic Face Punch. I've seen the video. Looks pretty good. So we'll go with it this year. Then I have 2 Forsakens. I haven't used that one before, but we'll see. Sometimes I'll try new things, but a lot of times I like staying with what I know is good. Then we have 2 Yang. This is a Pro Fireworks, one of the cheaper cakes. American Badass. We'll see what that one does for us. We don't know yet. Then of course, without the 4th, Whiskey Tango. The one sale that I know Motor City Fireworks is wishing they had back. Everybody likes Whiskey Tango, but they don't carry big products any longer. Then up here, we have 4 Saturday Night Special. We did this one a couple years ago. Couldn't get them last year. And they're still a good cake. I got a case of those from Motor City Fireworks. I got a few cases from them, but I had to get them off season because they had to pull them from the rack. If they pull them from the racks, they're not going to give you a case price. Then I have 4 Can't Touch This, another case from Winda. And I got that one from Motor City Fireworks also. Then we have some more windows. That's Need for Noise. I got a case of those also at Motor City. But that was getting them back like in February, where they, give you a little work with you. Shizzo, if that's how it's pronounced, I don't know. That's something I have not seen or done yet. But I got a case of them. We'll go with it. Then we have our 200 grammers. All stop and go. I got a full case, 12 of them. I usually fuse at least 3 together in groups, and then set 2 groups off at a time. You're talking about activity. That's your sky puke. It'll go everywhere. It's great. Then we'll go up here. We have Irish Legend. I have a full case of those I got from Motor City Fireworks. They're not bad. That's a nice little cake. Dark Horse from Pro Fireworks. Got 2 of those. We did those. I mean, it's a cheap cake, but it has good effect, and it's not a bad cake. I mean, everything fills in good. Then this one I got from Motor City when I picked up all my cases, called Clubs. I guess there's a series they have of those, and they threw that one in when I bought my cases, so I'm going to give it a try, see what it does. After that, I have a case of Speed Trap from Brothers. We did that one last year. Again, from what I seen all last year, I don't think we had a bad cake in our show. Now we have 2 real McCoys. I love that cake. I have to have it every year. I don't care what the price is, I'll get it. It's great. Then I have some of the Massive series. So Massive Brocade, the Massive Crackle, and the Massive American. They didn't have the strobe this year, so I didn't get that one. But those will all go basically together. They're a nice group cake. So more of my cases. I've got 4 4th of July Madness. I believe those are 2 to a case, so that's 2 cases. Again, when Motor City will give you the case deal, it's a good price. But if they're not willing to work with you, they're not worth it. Then we have a window, Let There Be Zoom. I got another, I think that's another 2 caser. I think it's 2 to a case again. We had this one a couple years ago. Attitude Adjustment. Got a case of those. And that was a pretty good cake. I put it near the front of the show and it was pretty decent. Then I have from Motor City, Moonflower, Starflower, Fireflower. Those were another one of those sets that they have. They kind of threw that one in when you get over like $1,000, almost $1,500, they'll throw something in for you. Then we have 2 of the old Ironsides. I love that one. It's like a double breaker. It's not a bad cake. Then I have Rules of Game from Window. I only have 1 of those. That's a leftover from last year. It didn't fire. So we'll reset it up this year and see how it does. Below that, we have Blue Blitz. I have 2 of those. Got that. They talked me into that one at Pro Fireworks last year. It seemed to be a pretty decent angle cake, and it did a good job. Now on the bottom, my partner in crime picked up 2 of these, and let's zoom in. If you know what that means, that's 2 cases of Tannerite M25s. So we have 16 of those. Last year we only had a case. So that's kind of our fireworks for this year. I didn't include yet. What else I have is this is what's left over from loading my canisters. I've got 3.5 packs left, and I've already loaded 350 tubes. Looks like I'm going to have to make some more tubes this year. So I'll probably do the poor man rack and use all these fiberglass leftovers. So we should have a good show this year. We haven't picked up any novelty items yet. That's coming soon. But we haven't seen a lot of sales this year, so when we do, maybe we'll get more, maybe we won't. But this is our 2007 fireworks stash. Have a safe and a good, fun 4th of July. Bye.